Okay, my name is Rahjaun Gordon. I am the Associate Director of the Education Opportunity Fund here at Montclair State. Essentially, the EOF program, they have to meet an income criteria mandated by the state, and those pretty much are only the applicants we look at. However, we get a number of applicants from referrals, we get a number of applicants from students who hear about the program reaching out, so we push them through our enrollment cycle. We work with financial aid and we work with admissions to get our EOF class. We try to navigate some of the stressors and troubles they had coming to college by giving them as much support as possible. Specifically for Montclair State, I think it's the staff that we have in EOF is one of the biggest impacts. A lot of our staff were EOF students and are EOF alumni, so that is a direct lens to the support that these students have. And I also think the partnerships we have within the university is another impact. Being able to lean on both academic and student affairs offices to help support the students that we see every day is a huge, huge bonus for us in our department. One of the main supports we have is right after they graduate, which is a 6-week summer academy. All of our scholars have to go through the 6-week summer academy, and that's like college boot camp. For 6 weeks, they live on campus, have a full campus experience. They have counseling sessions, they have summer seminar, they get 2 classes, and then they just go through our enrichment program for the most part. I don't feel like I go to work. The hardest part of my day is waking up, but once I'm up, this isn't work to me. My life's passion is to be a motivator and educator of students who have similar intersections that I do. So working with this population makes my job not feel like work. Also, again, my boss kind of helps me in that area. We approach the job in the blank canvas, and our goal is to make sure that we inspire, motivate, and graduate these students. And then we are connected to them for lifetimes. So for me, there's nothing better in this world, no better job in the world than to work for EOF, especially at Montclair State.
So I think our program is very unique because not only does each of my counselors have a caseload of scholars they work with, but they also have project areas and also they recruit. So all of my staff, including myself, we actually go into the local communities and schools and meet with these scholars in high school. We bring over 1,000 prospective scholars to campus. So we're meeting with these scholars prior to their time here. So a number of our scholars literally are learning about EOF for the first time from the person that will ultimately become their counselor. So making that connection with them in their sophomore year or their junior year or their senior year of high school, and then continuing that relationship once they're here on campus. The project areas include financial literacy, we have a male leadership academy, a women's leadership academy, career development opportunities. So we understand the importance of the out-of-classroom experience, and all of my team fully engages our scholars in those opportunities so they can maximize their time here at Montclair State. And also currently we are graduating our scholars at a 76% rate, which is, I believe, one of the highest in the state. So the scholars who do come here, more than 3 out of 4 are graduating. And we recently increased our 4-year graduation rates by 61%. The legacy of EOF is really important. When I started here, there was a strong foundation and framework of folks who had worked for the program for years. And Montclair State University has always been one of the premier programs in the state. So when I started in the program in 2010, there were big shoes to fill to make certain that the program continued that legacy. We work very closely with the EOF programs throughout the state of New Jersey. We're seen as one of the premier programs in the state of New Jersey, and ultimately we need the help of our community to continue to support the program externally and internally and make sure that EOF exists for another 50 years.